Hello, and welcome to Point of View, the world's longest running televised program in public broadcasting history. A special thanks to our sponsors, the Arts and Education Council of Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am your host, Vincent Ivan Phipps. Today's episode is a very special one for all of Hamilton County. You ever wondered who you would vote for, especially at the local judging level? Well, today we have 5 of the 7 candidates that are running for the Hamilton County General Sessions Court judge position, previously held by the late Judge Bob Moon. You have an opportunity today to hear from 5 of those 7 candidates. You have a chance to learn more about each one, and it may either sway or encourage your current vote of how you would cast your decision of who leads us in the next century here throughout Chattanooga. For now, let's get to our show and let's meet our guest.
I'd like to thank you for having us here today and this opportunity to speak to the voters of Hamilton County at very great public service. So, I am Ron Powers. I live in Ooltewah. My family and I reside there. My wife and I have 2 daughters, ages 13 and 10. We have been part of Hamilton County. I grew up in South Pittsburgh, but as an adult I've lived in Hamilton County. My wife grew up right here in Chattanooga in Lookout Valley, went to Lookout Valley High School and graduated there. So we have roots here in Hamilton County, and I'm with a firm of Baker, Donaldson, Bierman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz. The most famous partner of that firm is Baker, the Howard Baker, who served as our senator for many years in Tennessee. Yes. I've been practicing law for 21 years. The first 5 years of my practice, I was up in Bradley County in Cleveland in a small firm, and have been in Chattanooga practicing for the last 16 years. In that time, I've handled a broad range of civil and criminal litigation, and we'll talk more about that in a few minutes, but I'm just proud to be here and have this opportunity.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ryan. Thanks. Thank you for being here. Obviously, you have your own following. You've had a private practice, and you've been serving the citizens here in Hamilton County. What people might not know is the reason that you're running for this position. And I'd like each of you to take this moment to share to all of our viewers why you chose to run for this position.
I want Hamilton County to continue to be the kind of place that we're proud to call home. We've got a great county, a lot of great things happening here. We want to continue to see that to be the case. I want to have people feel like they have a voice in their community.
Right.
And I want it to be continue to have a place where people and families like mine feel safe and thrive.
Right.
In my 21 years of practice, I have handled virtually all the kinds of cases that come up in Sessions Court. I too, in the past, in my practice in Bradley County, had the opportunity to sit as a special judge in General Sessions Court.
Okay.
When I was admitted to practice in the fall of 1991, I tried my first case 6 weeks after I was sworn in, and that was in Sessions Court.
Okay.
And in Sessions Court, I've handled the criminal cases over the years, both retained cases as well as appointed cases representing the indigents, and I've handled many of the kinds of civil cases. Still do a lot of civil litigation. I primarily defend lawsuits for companies, businesses, as well as individuals. Excellent. But I've also done the kind of work representing victims of injuries as well as victims of crime. About 10 years ago, had the opportunity to represent 3 different people in a situation where they had become victims of a gentleman who was a former insurance agent and began selling bogus annuities.
Right.
And assisted in the prosecution, provided information to the FBI about what he was doing. He was doing this in 4 states, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina. Ended up that gentleman was prosecuted in federal court here in Chattanooga and was sent away for 5 years. So I've handled cases like that, helping people. My passion is for serving people. And I've done that as a leader in my community, as a leader in my church, and now I want to carry that passion for people and the service to my community to the Sessions Court bench, where I know that I can and will be able to make a difference for the people of Hamilton County.
Excellent. Thank you. What I'd like to do at this point is we have a couple of minutes remaining, and what I'd like to do is just to find out, if you would just encapsulate what you would want Chattanooga to know about your personal views on how you see justice and what you hope that justice looks like if you were appointed to this position. And Ron, let's start with you.
First thing, in Sessions Court is very important. Judges in Sessions Court have a tremendous impact on the safety and quality of life of our community, and that's what is important to me, the serving our community and helping the citizens of Hamilton County. Many people have their first and oftentimes only face-to-face experience with the legal system right in Sessions Court. It's the court that I say where rubber meets the road because of the things that bring people to Sessions Court. in my 21 years of experience, having handled the criminal matters and the civil cases and the things that I've done, I believe I have very broad experience to bring to the bench.
Right.
And not only that, but I have one thing I'll mention in the Chattanooga Bar Association poll, which conducted a preferential poll of its members. I finished number 2 in that poll. I believe that shows that I have the respect of my colleagues, and certainly a judge needs to have the respect of the attorneys who will be appearing before him. And as a judge, I'm there to fairly but firmly uphold the law, to enforce the law. We don't make the laws, we enforce the laws that are already on the books for the state of Tennessee and Hamilton County. I will do that fairly, I will do that impartially, I will do that equally, and do that with the experience that I bring to the bench from my 21 years of law practice.
Fair and firm, Ron.
Yes.
Good deal.